Are you tired of wasting time in your business on those mundane, repetitive tasks? Imagine having more hours each day to focus on growth and strategy. In this video, I'm going to discuss the perfect AI tech stack to supercharge your business. From chatbots to APIs to automation tools, I'm going to discuss the top 3 must-haves to streamline your business and increase profits. Let's get started. So over the last 6 months, I've spent a small fortune and countless hours in front of my computer playing with all these different tools, from chatbots to API tools to automation tools. I lost count of how many things I had subscriptions for and how much money I've spent. And what I've realised is there's so much information out there about AI and what tools to use, and it's getting crazier by the day. Not only have you got things like ChatGPT and Claude, where you can do a lot of things and tell them to your business, but there's so many niche tools coming out that are based on AI technologies that'll help you with your marketing, your blog post writing, streamlining whatever you can think of in your business. It's hard to know what to do, what to focus on, which tools to pay for. What I found as well in my own business, doing all this research, I was going nowhere fast. I decided to focus on 3 key areas that'll help me move forward in my business. So number 1, to pick a chat tool that I can use whenever I need to, that's just going to get me the best information out for me. Number 2 was to pick an API or an API tool model that I can use for automation and automation workflows. And then finally, number 3 was to hang my hat on a certain automation tool and go all in on that and try and use that as much as I can to automate as much of the mundane and repeatable as possible. So let's start with number 1, chatbots. So last week I spoke to 2 friends of mine that run businesses, and they both said the same thing. They were like, I'm using ChatGPT, I love it, I'm getting so much benefit from it, but I see everyone talking about Claude and how amazing Claude is. What do I do? And the initial reaction for them is they want to go and play with Claude as well. But I was like, are you paying for ChatGPT? You're paying the $20 a month, right? Stick with it. If you're getting massive value from it, if you've put all this information in there, you've got time in there, you've got your custom GPTs running, you're using new projects, you're using the tasks in there, stick with it. It's great. Just if you can get the maximum benefit out from the minimal effort you're putting in, stick with it. You don't need to go across these other chatbots. However, for me, when I subscribed to all these different models and all these different tools, I did like Claude. I think Claude AI for me was a lot better. I did like the way you could create a project and upload documents. However, my recommendation isn't Claude and it isn't ChatGPT. It's a product from Abacus AI called Chat LLM. Now, why is this a good product? Well, what it's got is the ability to talk to different models. So you can talk to all your OpenAI models, you can talk to the Claude models, you can talk to DeepSeek. It gives you the ability to chat to different models, and they add in the new models almost instantly as well, so you're never behind. One of the cool things I love about Chat LLM as well is they have a little chatbot agent tool that allows you to create sort of custom GBTs, projects, custom chatbots as they call it, to help you to process document information and get the best output like the custom GBTs and projects does in OpenAI and the projects in Claude. However, what I love about Chat LLM is the ability to create a folder, let's say in OneDrive or Google Drive, put your business documentation in the information that you want, and then what the chatbot will do, that I think the limitations with the other solutions have, where if you make a change in the document, you have to upload it. If you create a new document, you have to upload that as well. The chatbots that you create inside Chat LLM will look at this data, will look at this folder, realize there's been an update to the document, realize there's a new document, and you can schedule it, say, every week to look for new documents and retrain itself. So it's a bit easier for you to update documents and information, and then it filters down into the chatbot. What I also love about ChatLLM, it's got a lot of the image generation tools in there. So it's got Flux Pro, it's got DALL-E, it's also got a lot of the text to video prompt tooling in there. It's got coding information in there. It's got the ability to do tasks. I come from a software development background. They even have a Chat LLM coding tool that you can download and start using for coding purposes as well. So for, I think it's $20 a month, the amount of stuff you get inside Chat LLM for the $20 for the amount a month, it's just a fantastic product. I think it's just so powerful, and the amount of functionality you get inside the chat interface to make it easier for you to get going is fantastic. Quick bonus chatbot. If you don't like any of the interfaces you've been using and you don't want to pay a monthly subscription, you just want to pay for usage, there's a great product out there. I bought this. It's called Type in Mind. It brands itself as a better user interface for chat. It allows you to chat to different models as well. But the great thing about that is you can create folders, you can tag products. It's just a great way of backing up. You can back up your chat as well. So it's a one-off payment, but then you've got this great user interface that can chat to like OpenAI, Gemini models in there as well. So that's a little bonus chatbot if you don't want to use any other ones. So number 2, find an API that you like to use that you can chat to different models to. So again, if you're using ChatGPT and you're paying for it, the developer platform now allows you to talk to models using their API. You can even train models in there on data. You can train custom LLM models and then talk to it programmatically, whether you're using a workflow tool, automation tool. You're hiring a developer, you've got a development team, you can use that sort of product. So platforms will give you that as well. The one I recommend using is a product called OpenRouter. What I love about OpenRouter is they do have a chat interface as well, which is crazy. You can actually ask a question to multiple models at once. So the other day I asked a pricing question to, I think it's O3 Mini, Claude 3.5, the latest Gemini model, Grok, one of the Grok models, and DeepSeek R1, and it helped me figure out the pricing. So it's a bonkers platform where you can chat to all these models at once. The powerful thing with OpenRouter is you get one API endpoint that you can chat to all these models, that you can then talk to all these models programmatically. So you've got all the OpenAI, you've got all the Anthropic, you've got the Google, you've got DeepSeek, you've got Perplexity ones, you've got Ollama, you've got Minstrel, you've got all sorts in there, and they add new models so quickly. The benefit of doing this is if you're using all these different models in automations, you have to use the OpenAI model and put credits in there. You have to use the Claude model, use credits in there. Gemini model, credits in there. What I love about OpenRouter is you've got one API you talk to, you can manage your keys in one platform, and you can put credits into one platform as well. So you go, I only need to focus on that product to manage talking to all these models programmatically. It's good at showing your usage. Another great thing as well, what I found the other day in my automation tooling, I was using Claude 3.5, but I was talking direct to Anthropic and their API went down, which meant my automation went down. However, what I like about OpenRouter, not only will they use places like OpenAI to talk to a model, but they have other resources that host these models. Let's say OpenAI or Anthropic is down, it will use another model, say hosted on Amazon AWS, to make sure whatever you're automating is still up and running. So finally, number 3, choose an automation workflow tool that you can use inside your business. So again, a lot of people see videos, you've got to use Zapier, you've got to use make.com. I'm even working with a client, a friend of mine, and we're using Microsoft Power Automate because it uses a lot of information in SharePoint. So there's so much information out there. What automation tool do I use? And again, my advice is pick one that you like and stick with it, go all in on it. So Zapier has always been my least favourites, but now they've got the concept of AI agents. However, Zapier has always been the best for onboarding for me. Make.com's always been my favourite until recently because of the ease it is to build a workflow and the number of integrations they've always had. But the tooling I use and I'd recommend you looking into is a product called N8N. The name of it's awful. I can never say it with my accent and my Northern English. However, I think it's one of the best tools out there. It is a little bit clunky to integrate to tools, but once that setup's done, the number of workflows that they've got in there, concept of the AI agents that they have, so you can use an AI model, but it can talk to all these different tools, and they're expanding that on what feels like a daily basis. And the AI agents can be tweaked to do different things as well. There's different types of AI agents in there. The ability to integrate with all these different products to create automation workflows, the concept of the AI agents, and then what they allow people like me to do, create code to do, if there's something that's missing, we can then create little code nodes to perform a function to automate whatever process. The perfect tech stack for your business. So number 1, pick a chatbot that you like. Number 2, pick an API and set of models that you can find useful and adapt inside your business. And number 3, pick an automation tool that you like, use, and start integrating it into your business and go all in to automate as much as you can using that one tool. My recommendations for each: number 1, the chatbot is to use a product called Chat LLM from Abacus. Number 2 is to use OpenRouter as your API model tooling. And number 3, use an automation workflow tool called N8N.